Okay, I think this is a good moment to start. I can't now see myself because of the presentation, but never mind. It's really lovely to have everybody here. And of course, what we hoped was this was going to be a meeting in situ with everyone being invited. And maybe at the end of our project, which is in about a year's time, we'll have something like that. This is sort of an interim getting together with everybody. So it's a real delight to welcome you all and see all familiar faces, although you've all disappeared off my screen. So this is the Moving Marketplaces team. We're very much a collective team. We see ourselves as very collaborative and collective, and it's wonderful working with everyone. So I'm just here to introduce it, but we're all very much, as I said, a team. So we have Gunvor Johnson. I think people maybe could wave. I don't know if you can be seen, perhaps not. You'll be seen in a minute. Gunvor Johnson, who's one of my colleagues in Britain, and Marcus Brains, who's no longer with us. He's gone off to Ethiopia. And from Holland, we have Emil van Eck, Joris Schappendok, and Rianne van Melik, who can be seen at this moment, at least by me. And Joanna Mennet and Janine Dahinden from Neuchâtel in Switzerland, and Maria Lindmey and Marco Madela from Spain. And we're also very happy to have Steve Davis, who's on our project as well, a collaborator from the Public Spaces Project in the States, and John Triantafyllis, who's the World Union of Wholesale Markets representative. And also we have National Trade Union. So this is our team. It's a very big team, but we've managed to survive through COVID in the most kind of energetic way, I might say. But we've rather missed seeing each other since we've only actually met in person once since we got the funding. So on to the next slide, please. So this project is called Moving Marketplaces, and it's following the everyday production of inclusive public spaces. It's funded by the Humanities in the European Research Area, which is a research project. In fact, at the moment, they're doing I think 20 public space projects on this program. And sadly, of course, all of them are in the same situation as us. So people are doing kind of fantastic things like festivals and nightclubs and fairs and cemeteries. And of course, they can't go there either. So everyone's had to be terribly innovative. How do you do research on public space without actually being in public space has been a big challenge, it has to be said. But we've survived and come up with some good ideas and work and empirical research too. So we're focusing on the mobility practices of traders. This brings a sort of unique take really on public space. And the group is rather good because we've got a mixture of people working together. So some people are more experts in public space and some of us are more experts in mobility. And we've sort of brought these perspectives together in, I think, quite a unique and fascinating way. So that's working really well. So our questions are around three particular areas, and they're the areas that we're talking about today, and opportunity hopefully for colleagues to share their ideas too. First is about place. I perhaps didn't say already, but our emphasis is very much on the role of traders. As all of you know, there's been a lot of work done on community markets, and my colleagues at Leeds have done some wonderful work on the community value of markets, which they'll be telling us about. They've just almost finished that now, and there's some terrific publications coming out of that. But this is more about traders, and this is more, I think, unusual at the moment to look at traders in the production of public space. So we're looking at them both now and in the past. That's one aspect. The second is mobility. How do traders navigate different social, cultural, and economic dynamics across periodic marketplaces? And the third is institutions, which informal and formal institutional arrangements affect the trader settlement in as well as mobility between specific marketplaces. So the project is 4 countries, and in each place we have two markets, one in a more urban setting and one in a less urban setting. And we're looking about the connections between places from the local to the translocal. It's very much an ethnographic project. We're doing interviews, focus groups, observations, where we can. Of course, we've not been able to do as much of that as we wanted. And following market traders, which our colleagues will tell you about today in their presentations, but we've been very keen on this idea of following. So sort of mobility practices, if you like. Thanks, Rian. So this is our workshop program for today. We're starting with place, which is one of our themes. And I'm really looking forward to hearing these presentations. I won't repeat what you can see in front of you, but this will be a nice mix of papers, I think. And then we're following on with mobility. And then we're following on with institutions. And you can see that all the different members of the team are participating at some point. So that's very exciting. Looking forward to this today with everybody here. And finally, that's it. And I'll just move on to some of the Zoom etiquette.